Day number 1, the busted cabinets. Today is day 2 of my very first RV renovation / upgrade project. And it is, in my opinion, the best part of any project. It's shopping day. But before I take you guys out shopping, I want to go over a detail that I inadvertently missed yesterday: the lighting. I realized after finishing the day that I didn't show you exactly how I took the puck lights down or even talk about the electrical side of things at all. In my defense, I am still very new at creating content and I have a lot to learn as far as making videos goes. So I do feel like I'm getting better with each video, and I really, really hope that you guys stick with me while I learn and grow. I really, really do have, I keep saying really, I really do have tons to share, like tons. So please just bear with me for a little bit longer. Anyway, rambling also seems to be something that I need to work on, but back to the issue at hand, the lighting. The puck lights are super easy to take down. Most of the covers either just pop off or twist off. In my case, they twisted. Then underneath there are a couple of screws that go in here that hold them in place attached to the ceiling or whatever they're attached to. And the holes where the wires go through are not big enough to fit the fixture part through to remove it. But since I'm replacing these all together anyway, I just took them down completely. The power is low voltage, and really just making sure the switch is off is enough to not have to worry about any sort of major shocks. I mean, it's low voltage. There really aren't any huge major shocks anyway. Think kind of like bee sting type shocks. Plus, in my case, the wires are connected inside wire clamp boxes, which means that there aren't any exposed wires to worry about. But just to be safe, pulling the fuse that controls the lights you're working on is a good idea. Inside your electrical panel of your RV, there are fuses that look like automobile fuses. They should be labeled. Sometimes they're not always in the right spot, so you might need to do a little trial and error to figure out exactly which one goes where. But just pull them out, pop them in if they're the wrong ones, and once the power is off to the lights that you're working on, just pull the wires from the clamp box and remove the old fixture. It really is that easy. And the best part, you don't have to replace them with RV specific fixtures. I know, I was over the moon ecstatic when I learned that too. There are so many more options in the residential realm of lighting than in the RV arena. Plus, they're so much cheaper. And I'm all about saving money wherever I can. So that in itself was a huge bonus. I will show you how to install the new fixtures once we get to that point in the project, which should be day 3. Just know for now that pretty much any light fixture can go into an RV. Most RV lighting, if not all the lighting, are 12-volt fixtures, which basically means that you'll just need a 12-volt light bulb for whatever fixture that you buy. Nothing bad is going to happen if you accidentally put in a bulb that is not 12 volts. The light just won't light up. So keep that in mind when you're shopping for new fixtures. Buy the right bulbs too. Now that we're finished with the lesson of the day, let's go shopping. I have my list. It's basically just a Lowe's shopping list. I know exactly what I need, and I'm going to take you guys along. So let's go. Shopping is done. Mostly. I got all the main items that I need to actually build the shelf from Lowe's, which is the only place that I went. I did not get the light bulbs for the light fixtures because they did not have any 12 volts, so I ordered them from Amazon. And I did not also get a light switch because I totally forgot. So I ordered one of those from Amazon as well, which is actually better because the new switch I ordered has a dimmer switch on it as well. So that will be super nice for those lights over the sofa. I even found some inexpensive light fixtures at Lowe's. I am opting not to go with the hanging pendants because I think that something that is solid and more stable will make things a little easier and definitely make a lot less worry in my brain during travel days. Because remember, this is the back of the roller coaster. These fixtures that I found came with, or they come with a plain glass cover, which I don't like. So I found these replacements, which I really love. And I think they're going to make such a cute addition. And I also found these little hooks that go on the piping that I'm going to put up there to hold the curtain rods. I'm so excited. I also got a 96-inch long piece of wood by 12 inches deep that I'm going to cut down to 90 inches wide because that area is 92 inches long. I already have an espresso stain, so I'm going to cut it and stain it. And I did not get the baskets because I want to get them from a thrift shop. And I brought Giz with me to go shopping at Lowe's. He was just way too tired and he started complaining and whining, so we just came home. So I'll get the baskets tomorrow or the next day. But now we're at the end of day 2, and day 3 is going to be where all the magic happens. It is installation day, finally. It's actually day 4 of this project, and it's the perfect day for indoor renovation work. It's super windy and really rainy and just basically gross outside. Kind of looks a little fall-like, but it's not. It's really hot and muggy and just gross, the exact opposite of fall. Anyway, so yesterday I only had time to cut and stain the shelf because I had to take the Gizzy man to see the doctor. He's been scratching a lot, and yesterday morning he woke up with a few red bumps on his belly. Oddly enough, I have never been that type of mom who rushes her kid to the doctor for every single ailment. But when it comes to my pup, I kind of do. And just so you know, my daughter turned out all right. She's, for some reason, scared to death of needles, even at 19. But otherwise, all right. Anyway, I digress. Yes, that happens often, but I'm working on that. Installation day. I found this curtain rod at the Walmart yesterday, and it's thin enough to fit into the hooks that I bought to go on the bottom bar of the supports. And it's also thick enough to not fall out of the hook during travel. Double bonus. Now, this rod only extends to 84 inches, which is actually still wider than the window itself, but it's 6 inches shorter overall than the shelf. So basically, the rod is going to be the determining factor for where I place the end supports. And before I actually start hanging the supports, the piping, I want to tell you about how I made these themselves. I need 3 supports, basically, 1 in the middle and 1 for each side. And they're all 3 made exactly the same way. I have 3 12 by 3/8 inch pipes, 2 3/8 inch flanges, which are the pieces that actually attach to the wall. I have 2 3/8 inch 90-degree elbows and 1 3/8 inch attachment for the bottom bar that I'll screw into the underside of the shelf to hold it in place during travel and to give the supports some more support. And finally, the 3/8 inch curtain rod hooks. The elbows and the flanges all have these bolts that tighten into the bars to make them stable using an Allen wrench. And the shelf itself will sit into the base of the supports. So without further ado, let's get hanging these bad boys. I am going to start with the center support and measure out from those to make sure that I not only stay within the 84 inch mark, but also to make sure that the racks are symmetrical because I'm all about balance. I bought 75-pound screw-in anchors to hold the flanges, but I am also going to liquid nail those guys in addition to the screws. Actually, power grab, liquid nails, whatever. I'm not taking any chances here, folks. And because the wallpaper on the Luan is permanently glued to the Luan, the liquid nails won't pull away if the screws start to come loose. I do love some liquid nails. I'd literally, like Frank's Red Hot sauce, I'd use that on everything if I didn't like to change things up so often. But anyway, let's get to hanging. That was certainly quite the process. I ran into a couple issues here and there, like that top one over there. The ladder is actually installed behind it, so I was hitting the plate. But it'll be all out of whack if I move it. Plus, there'll be more holes to fill. So I just put some liquid nails in the holes. I still used the anchors and liquid nailed the flange to the wall. So I'm going to let it cure overnight. It says 24 to 48 hours, but it's not going to be heavy stuff on there, but I don't want it falling down on my head. So I'm going to let it cure overnight, 24 hours, and I will be back tomorrow to actually finish putting the poles up, the brackets together, and putting the shelf up there, and then organizing it. Oh, and the lights. Don't forget the lights. That's going to be the fun part too. So that's going to be next. So stay tuned. All right, it's been 24 hours, so let's get the rest of this shelf installation done. I am so excited to see what it looks like, to get the lights hooked up, and to add the baskets, and just to see the overall finished project. So keep watching. Here we go. So I'm all finished and I love it. I love the open concept. I love the eclecticness of the baskets that I put up there, and that little vase thing. It's actually like a flower holder for a flower. It doesn't have a lid. I don't know why, but I'm not using it for that. I'm actually going to get some eucalyptus leaves and put that in there to add a little bit of greenery and a little bit more color to the top of there. And I have not filled the baskets yet, but oh, I certainly will. And I love the eclecticness of them, and the lights work, which I'm so excited about. Yay! They are too bright. I did not, for some reason, think to order dimmable bulbs. I ordered a dimmer switch that I will replace and replace the old switch with. And I ordered some dimmable 12-volt bulbs also. So I will adjust that so I can actually use these lights for more than just fantastic lookness. Because, you know, the pumpkin lights are pretty, but they're not there all year and they're not very bright. So that's coming down the line. Otherwise, oh, the cords. Yes, the cords need to be hidden. I didn't really think about that part either. I guess my planning was not quite as planned as I thought it was. But for the time being, this is what it basically looks like, other than the fact that the baskets are not full. It's very stable. It's not going anywhere. And I'm very excited. Let me know what you guys think. If maybe you think I should have done something different or maybe a different way. This is my very first project in here, and it's also my very first project video. So hopefully you guys really want to see more, and if so, please consider subscribing, liking, you know, the whole shebang. It will help me out a lot. And if you want to go back and see maybe some of the planning that I had in place, I have a whole video where I laid out all my plans, and that is up here. Otherwise, my next project, which I was going to do just the needs for now, but I think what I'm going to do is finish this entire wall. So the curtains, cut, fabric them. I'm going to paint this wall instead of wallpapering it. And I'm either going to put some art on it, or use washi tape to make some sort of geometric design just to make it pop a little bit. And then the side tables, opening them up and using them for storage. So those are my next projects, I think. So again, if you're interested in seeing them, stick around, stay tuned, look for the videos that are coming because they are coming soon. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.